open it back up. Before we get into new business, can't remember if I did this. I got short-term memory looking at my DMO patch. We need to do a motion on the floor to accept all reports.
So made. I'll make a motion.
By Casey and Bam. Second by Kristen. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth. All right. Any discussion? Seeing none, hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Thank you. All right. New business. I know the treasurer always has something for our new business, so I'm going to give the mic to him first.
Okay, first of all, with all the discussions going on with Rolling Thunder, and we have already sent Rob Quick and Bruce McElhaney out there once for a meeting. Bruce McElhaney is going to be out there during Rolling Thunder this year, and so we are going to look to finance him to do that, and it wasn't already set up in the budget that way, so we're bringing it to the body to do that.
And all he's asking for is room and board, that's it.
Yes.
He's
He's just asking for a place to stay. So I would entertain a motion to
I'd like to make a
do
motion.
that.
Motion.
Motion times.
I'll second.
And who's second? Todd from Wisconsin. Danny. Todd from Wisconsin. Any discussion?
How much are you looking at, David?
I'm not sure what the hotels are going to be out there. Yeah.
I think the one guy told me you can still get rooms for anywhere from 69 to 89 or something on the outskirts where they stay. So, yeah.
And trust me, he won't spend more than he needs to, because he was on this board when we had absolutely no money, so he knows how that works. So, any other discussion?
I did check that out and Googled it, and within 4 to 7 miles from the location, anywhere from $60 to $100 a night.
He was happy with sleeping in his car, and I said, no, you can't have a fast national president sleeping in a vehicle. Sorry, that's not cool.
Any other discussion?
Remembering he is on the steering committee for Rolling Thunder's
Yes.
our new fundraiser, so.
All those in favor, say aye. Opposed, same sign. Okay, thank you. Next thing, in our budget we have membership support fund, and it was $2,000. We've only spent $1,000 of it. Who's here from the chapter that just lost that couple here in Ohio? I would entertain a motion to take the other $1,000 we have in there and send it to their
I'll make a
family.
motion. I'll make that motion.
My godfather.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, motion by Bam Bam,
Second by Godfather.
second Godfather. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Thank you. I'm done.
You're clapping because he's done so early.
Because it was so short and sweet.
Why, thank you, I am.
Short you are, not for sure. One thing that a couple of us have discussed in the past is doing a Writers President Challenge coin for the president to be able to give that as he travels to different departments, SECs, conventions. Most of those places will either give you like one of their pins or something like that, and we kind of really feel bad when we're like, sorry man, I'll get you later. Giving them a regular Writers Challenge coin, we all give those away. We get them from the quartermaster. They're not personable to who's giving them out. Missouri does a great job of doing some of their own personal ones, but the standard coin is just a standard coin. We don't have it in the budget because Squeaky doesn't like to put certain things in the budget unless it passes through the board, through the body. So my question to you, and it would have to be a motion from the floor, is if we can do that.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second that.
Campbell, second by Van Mayor.
What's the cost?
Usually the general cost, and I know I've talked to him before, what is it, like, depending on if you get like 100, I think it's like, what, 3, if you keep it somewhat simple. And we would probably go through the quartermaster because the front die is already done. It would just be personalizing the back. So we can get with her, I'm guessing somewhere between probably $3, maybe $4 a coin, roughly, I think is the average.
I order them
Through
every year
her.
for our expansion coming in, and about $4.
About 4?
About that, and that's 300.
Right. And I don't think that we need 300. You know, we can see where the price break is if it's 100 or whatever. Go ahead, Ben.
They're a little more expensive than that when you do the die. So you'll have the front die,
Right.
but when you personalize the back, it's a little more expensive than that. But once you get that die made, then you can have them made forever. You know,
Right.
They'll always have that die made. So you just do a little hair more expensive than that, but not much.
The more you order, the cheaper they are, correct?
Yes.
Always.
Okay.
With everything.
So not to exceed in the motion, maybe? For a price wise?
Yeah.
Give,
So I would say $1,000 for the amount that you're asking for the coins.
I'm never going to get that on the
Are you talking about giving the coins away?
Hold on,
Are you
guys.
talking
Hold on.
about giving the coins away, or are you talking about selling the coins?
Giving them away. So we want to try to keep the price down. We're not getting anything in return as far as value.
I thought you were, we sell our coins.
Yeah, I know that. I know you usually get 100 and you auction them off and,
Yeah, right.
right,
Right.
yeah. And that's a great program.
One question. Greaser from 48, Missouri. Are you gonna do the coins as a president's coin? Or are
Just
you gonna
change
do
the
it as a
date.
personalized by the name of the president?
I think we're just gonna look at doing the president thing and then maybe
Right.
just changing the date would
Right.
probably be the easiest way for them.
That was my question.
Hey, Jordan.
You can do it, but you're gonna get a little more pricey. We can check on both. I'm just saying if we get a price figure and then we'll just stay within that budget.
I think you do.
All right, to piggyback off what Greaser was saying, as we all know in the military, your commander gives them out. But what we did, what our commander did is it was a coin, and it was just a spot that was always left, and they would be able to inscribe who it was, like Lieutenant Colonel such and such. So maybe that's something that you want to look at, is being the back being the president coin, and then you could leave that spot, and then have the current president, his name in there.
Yeah.
And at $4 a piece, if you get 250, that's $1,000.
Listen, so what I said, the reason I said what I said was, every time you change that die,
Right.
they're gonna have to remake that entire back.
Right.
Every name that you do, every time you have somebody, they're gonna have to remake that die. The die is the most expensive point on making a new coin. So, if you keep that die the same, national president, and then just leave it at that, and this is a national president's coin, your cost will go way down, because they'll never have to change that die.
The only other way to change that too is you can do like different colors or something on the back or whatever. The color is different than the punch die.
Hang on.
Because I
That's
think
correct.
they coat
Hang on.
those.
You're correct.
Hang on.
Where up in the back?
I can't hear you.
Hang on. The back die.
One at a time.
Not for national. All different coins. Very quick. Well, you started this shit, George.
Anybody else?
No. Meet with you afterwards. Meet with you afterwards.
Danny?
Listen,
Next thing we're gonna do is auction off Wendy's blanket.
Hold on, guys.
I order at least one coin a year for our new commander. And we do other coins for other stuff here in Ohio. And the die charge is bled into that money. So if I tell you, if I bought 200, it might cost, $4.10 a coin or something. It does on volume. I go through Regis, through the quartermaster or Laura, and it's all inclusive. I mean, we're allowed X amount of colors without having an upticking color and things like that.
What do you spend average for cost?
I spend, usually I get a new commander, turn 50 coins, and it's about 800 to $1,000.
So I wasn't too far
He
off,
was
mister.
too far off.
Just saying.
Yeah, nobody's laughing now.
So,
If we get a generic coin, we can pass them on from president to president.
agreed.
And no change in the date, no die change.
You're all done in 3 months.
All right, a couple more and then we'll wrap this up, but
I like the idea about having the space in the back for the inscription. That way, the only personalization that actually could be done was with the current president. But I think it would be a good idea to actually get a price quote on this and maybe bring it up at national.
by that time it's too late. But, no, for the budget. We have some money in the budget to spend here at mid-year before that budget's cut off. That's the only reason I brought it up now. But going forth, then we can look at the budget and make changes into it, but
If you're wanting to do something like this, what about going to your departments and saying maybe a little bit of a fundraiser to do something for our national?
We have the money.
we've got the money.
We just gotta make a
We
motion.
just gotta
to
make
let
a
him
motion.
do it.
We got the motion.
Well, my motion again still stands at $1,000. That
So
was
the
my
motion is,
original
okay, let's wrap it up. So motion,
I'll
second. Second.
The one thing you need to keep in mind, yes,
They-
we have extra money right now, but it doesn't mean we do in the budget next year.
There you go.
If you do it now, this is gonna be an annual expense that we have to keep in mind.
But wait a minute. So
Not if we don't change it.
So
It's
that's
the
the
generic
thing.
version you
But you
pass
still
what's
got
left
the
over.
cost of buying every
your
year.
initial cost is going to be the die. That's where your money comes in. That's where it gets so expensive. After the fact, you can have them coins made for a couple bucks a piece. They're not expensive once you get the die made. The die is the most expensive part of this. We just did this at 48, and our chapter 1 did Mudbug Run. They did specialized coins. So it's your die, your original die that you have made is the most expensive cost of this.
And going through the quartermaster, the front die is already done.
Kathy's got it right here.
I've got it pulled up right here, and your mold fees are gonna range depending on the size of your coin. A 1.5 inch coin to a 2 inch coin. General coins are about 1 3/4 inches, and you're gonna look at $125 for a mold fee.
Yeah, sounds about right. One-time charge.
That's a one-time charge no matter how many you purchase.
Right.
Right.
On orders of over 300 pieces or more, you're gonna get that mold set up free
Right.
in a lot of places. So it's really not a huge additional cost. You're just spending $500-600 on coins, $100 to personalize it, make it personalized. So 10 years from now, 20 years from now, you pull that coin out, you know which president it came from.
Right. That's why you keep it blocked, that block open to inscribe it.
Yeah, because if you had to change your casting fee from year to year, you're looking at $100 to $150.
I agree.
All right, a couple more and that's it, and then we'll move on. Bam Bam. Oh, Kurt. Sorry, Kurt was first.
After
Did you answer yours?
she pretty much covered what I was asking.
Bam Bam, did you have anything else?
Well, if you did $1,000 at 100 coins, that's $10 a coin. You see what I'm saying? So, how many coins do you really want to have made? I mean, if you're going to be passing these out for free, you only get 100 coins at $10 a coin. So you've already wasted $125 of what she's bringing up as far as just the die goes. So if you can get coins made for under $10 a piece, I don't think so.
Through the quartermaster, you can.
Well,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
She's already got one of the dies already done.
Challenge coins, color both sides. One and 3/4 inch coin, 100 of them, $4.08 a piece, plus your casting fee.
So what's the total on that?
Only
Yeah.
that, 400.
George, no disrespect, Mr. President. In the military, the unit is the senior end of it. It's not the commander itself. So no offense to you, and I don't mean it in any disrespectful way, but most commander coins in the military do not have the commander's name on it.
Correct.
It is the unit. And so for this, it's the MS Riders President. So if it was you or 10 from you now down the road, that's legacy. If the person wants to get it inscribed, that's up to the individual. But it's the commander's coin. It's not the person giving it out. Hell, I could make a coin and have Mark put on it and give it out to people. That's not meaningful. What's meaningful is it's the Riders Commander, the Riders President. That's my take on it.
Right.
All right, wrap it up.
All right.
Call for question.
Call for the question. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. They put $1,000 on it. I don't think I'll spend that.
And if you
But
don't, great.
we'll go from there. Any other new business? Bob Dan?
Hey, once again, Bob Danton, Post 1, Chapter 169, North Beacon. We not only have the mid-year rally next year, Illinois also has the 2020 National Convention. Okay? So the National Convention is going to be about 60 minutes from my house in Springfield, Illinois. What I'm bringing up today is, if you would, I'm the chairperson for Department of Illinois over the National Convention, and my wife is the National Auxiliaries version of that. What I would like to know is if you would like me to set up a ride sometime during that week, okay, a motorcycle ride, of course, for the riders. I'd be glad to do that. There's my post is about 60 minutes away. There's another great post in Jacksonville, Illinois, that's about 40 miles away. We could make a nice little loop if you'd like to. Is all I need is somebody to say yes, and I'll get it arranged. Thank you.
Okay. Any questions on that? What's that?
Isn't the ground flat there? Yeah.
It's kind of like Iowa. You just see a lot of cornfields and flat land.
Wind. Windy.
A lot of wind in Iowa. Wind.
Back roads. Yeah. It's got great views of corn. I'm just basketball. Hey, Doc.
Any questions on that, or we can get back with you, Bob,
Yeah,
and let you know either way. So if we hear something or whatever, we'll touch base with you on it. Thank you. Any other new business? Last call. Any other new business? All right. All right, we're going to move from regular business to nominations for national officers. And we'll be going from the bottom to the top. All right, are there any nominations for Sergeant at Arms?
Guy Beverly from Chapter 12, Florida, nominate Mike Campbell.
Nomination for Mike Campbell. Do you accept, sir? Are there any other nominations for Sergeant at Arms? Sorry?
I, Chris Fouchot from Chapter 21, Department of Ohio, nominate J.D. Dodson.
J.D. Dodson. Do you accept? Thumbs up. All right. Any other nominations for Sergeant at Arms?
Jennifer Findle, 48. I nominate Larry Sad, Sergeant at Arms.
Larry Sad, do you accept?
I do.
Larry Sad. Are there any other nominations for Sergeant at Arms?
Don Hoffman, Chapter 61, Kentucky, nominate mayor.
Full name?
Curtis Allen.
Curtis?
Curtis Allen.
Kurt. How we just Kurt? Allen. Right? Kurt Allen. And I take it you accept. Okay. Any other nominations for Sergeant at Arms? Last call. Any other nominations for Sergeant at Arms? All right. Nominations for Treasurer. Any nominations for Treasurer?
Thornville, Bryan, Chapter 6, Missouri, nominates Beverly Munoz.
Beverly Munoz. Do you accept, ma'am? Good. Any other nominations for Treasurer? Any other nominations for Treasurer? Any other nominations for Treasurer? Dan said boo. He's hiding under the table. Last call. Any other nominations for Treasurer? Any nominations for Judge Advocate? Any nominations for Judge Advocate? Kitty?
Jim Whitcraft.
Nomination for Jim Woodcraft. Jim, do you accept?
I heard yes.
Yes.
I heard that's a yes.
I heard I guess.
No, no, no. It says from here,
He said
that's
yes.
a yes.
For now.
No, that's different from ascertain.
For now.
For now. Any other nominations for Judge Advocate? Last call. Any other nominations for Judge Advocate? Nominations for Second Vice. Amen.
Richard Dean, and I'd like to nominate Kristen Orm from Kentucky.
Kristen Orr from Kentucky. Do you accept, ma'am?
I do, thank you.
Don Cox, Chapter 113, Bunnell, Florida. I nominate Dan McDonald.
Dan McDonald. They didn't get the second time out, man. He just hit me. Boom. Dan, do you accept?
I do, and I will not be at convention, so here is my letter. If so elected, there's my letter to accept it.
I get a copy.
I'm going to give that to Jay to make sure his signature's right. He accepted. Any other nominations for Second Vice? Any more nominations for Second Vice? Last call. Any more nominations for Second Vice? All right. First Vice. Bam.
I'd like to nominate John Rando.
Nomination for John
What?
Riando. You accept. He's ascertaining.
Got my name right.
Took him a couple times.
Any other nominations for First Vice? Any other nominations for First Vice? Last call. Any nominations for First Vice? President. Are there any nominations for President? Go ahead.
I'm Mick from Chapter 57, Michigan, and I nominate my man Tom McNamara.
Nomination for Tom McNamara.
Oop.
I don't even have to ask. Okay, fine. Do you?
It'd be my honor.
I do too. Are any other nominations for President? Any more nominations for President? Last call. Any other nominations for President? All right, nominations will close. We're back to regular business. Again, I want to thank everybody for coming. I think we've had a great time, even with the weather today. It's been an honor to be your National Writers President here and continuing to serve you all the way up into convention. So Anything for the good of the order? Snake? Oh, sorry. I see him out of the corner of my eye. I'll get right to you, Snake. He's already over here. Casey McDonald.
Casey McDonald, chapter 49.
Stand up.
And I don't know if it's out of line, but I think if we could pass the hat to give an extra tip for our waitresses that have helped us all weekend. They were fabulous.
It's not taken away from them, so I mean that's definitely not out of order. I'm not giving mine up yet.
Bob Smith, Chapter 61, Louisville. For those of you who already know me, Snake. We want to, Chapter 61 wants to extend an open invitation to anybody who has any trouble at all with the convention coming up in Louisville shortly, which all of you know about, and we would love to see you all there. If you have any problems at all whatsoever with locating a room, with directions to the convention center or to the post, anything at all, there's once again, it's on Facebook. We don't have our own website, but there's a Post 61 AMVET Riders site there. Please come on there, and if you need help, just ask. We're right there for you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nick. Amen.
I would also like to say that the guy who shuttles us back and forth, RC, it's raining out there, man.
Y'all gonna need a ride back.
Remember to tip the guy that's taking
Make
us
sure
back
we
and
take
forth.
care of him, guys.
Absolutely.
Yep. Thank you, Ben. Anything else good of the order? Kristen?
I would just like to add to Bob Smith, we want to welcome everybody to Kentucky in August, and the Department of Kentucky will be discussing making sure that we have some trailers, various things available if anybody has any difficulty or hard times with their bikes. Jeremiah,
I see you.
Right at a couple of mechanics. Right.
Where were they today? The other day, right?
But anyway, we're really excited about the national convention coming to Kentucky, and can't wait to see everybody there. Hope you all make it. Thank you.
Your battery's about dead.
All right. I've got one thing for good of the order. This was given to me by the Sun's commander. It's Help Heal Veterans. I don't know if you guys know about those. They're kits. They're free of charge as long as they're helping veterans or whatever. I've got some samples of some small ones. The card's up here. Basically, if you fill that out, they'll send you an actual full list. They will send you these kits for free. As long as you put on there that you're with the AMVETs and we're doing this for veterans. These are kits you can take to any veteran that's in a hospital for a long extended stay with therapy or anything like that, soldiers' homes, at the VAs. These kits, when I was talking about the pins and giving you guys crap about the pins that work really well, they have those in there as well. They really like those. But if you want to stop up, pick up one of these cards, what you do is you select one of them, you fill it out, you send it in to them. They will give you the full list of every kit that they have. I mean, they got kits with tanks that they put together. I mean, they're all cut out. You put them together, they can paint them. They've got the bolt action pins, everything. So if you want some of these, come up, grab the cards. Like I said, the commander gave those to me. They do a great program with it. It's helped all their VA centers and everything, and their local veterans in the hospitals. So feel free to use that program. That program kind of got forgot for a while, and that's why he wanted me to bring it up. Is they're giving this stuff out for free, guys. I mean, it's no cost to us, you know. So definitely use it. It's a great tool for helping our guys when they're down.
It was going through here yet.
We'll get back to it. Anything else? All right. Is there a motion on the floor to adjourn?
Motion.
Third, fourth, fifth. You get that? Yeah, don't forget to grab your cookies, man. I expect those all to be gone so they get their their Americanism badges and all that fun stuff. Call for the question. All in favor to adjourn? Aye. Those opposed and want to stay and freeze? All right. We got the NEB and NEC, so anybody that's with the NEB or NEC, please stick around. We're going to retire the colors real quick, guys, sorry, and have a prayer. Prayer first. I did it backwards last time I got yelled at.
Covers off!
Let's pray. Heavenly Father, thank you for the business we discussed today, God. I'm just so proud of the work that you allow us to do for our veterans and our community, and just the graciousness that you grant us to continue. God, we pray that you would just keep surrounding Mike and Kathy with love, and just let them know that our hearts are all with them right now. Keep us safe as we leave tomorrow. Help everybody be trouble-free on their ride home, and let us have a good night tonight. In Jesus' name, amen.
Fire the gun.
And hook. Freeze and order. Order.